Well, ladies and gentlemen, another week has gone by, and we're back on the cuda. Oh, I already had a couple of large double-doubles in me. Work has begun. I've put it off as long as I can. I gotta get that windshield out. I know I could probably wait, but it's a pain in the butt because it was put in. I don't know if it's in properly or just a different way of doing it. The back window was the same way. I believe there's like a rubber butyl gasket or something that goes in behind these, but somebody just used urethane. I've seen that used on the newer stuff where you just put urethane to the glass and it's like a rock. It sticks to anything. Problem being, it just doesn't come out very nice. So I've just been cutting it with a razor knife, working my way through. I've got probably a third of it cut back right now, where I can probably move the windshield. I'm not going to bother though until I get more cut away. It's just hard on the arms and the fingers and everything else when you're getting old and tired. But that's what we're doing. Back on the cuda. We'll bring you along as the progress progresses. We're gonna try and get this thing ready for some epoxy. Hopefully it warms up tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s, but we'll have to see. It might be too cold. I can't leave her in raw metal for too long. See ya. Wish me luck on the windshield. Funny how when you start doing this stuff, you kind of wish the camera was on, like attached to your head like this, you know, so you see what I'm seeing. But basically comes down, you got to hold it with one hand, and then. But what I'm getting at is, this stuff is hard as a rock. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually dulling the knives, and it's just supposed to be a rubber. But this urethane is tough stuff. It works good, sticks everything. But that's how I'm doing this. I'm just hacking away, and once I get to the point that maybe the blade's sticking through, I can pull slow like that. But it's more or less just cut, 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 try and cut in the same line. That's where we're at. Plugging away, cutting as we go. Whew. Awkward. See ya. It's out. A lot faster than I thought it would be out. Here's how the story goes. I was pecking away with my knife, being careful. Right in this corner, just heard a chipping noise. Didn't even touch the window. It was just me pushing the knife through the rubber. So it started a little crack. Well, it's junk at this point. There's your little crack that it started. I don't know if you can see it now. Little crack there. That's where it started anyways. So I thought there's no point in being careful anymore. So I broke out the Sawzall. Little air saw that I would have loved to have used. But I thought, no, that's way too violent. It kept banging on the window. There's no way I'm going to be able to cut it out with that without breaking it. Well, I cut out 3/4 of that window with this Sawzall. Didn't create a single crack. I mean, it cracked some more as I pulled it out off the original crack, but I could have cut that whole thing out with that little air saw. Probably no damage at all. But anyways, it's out. That's all that matters. I'll have to pull one of my favors in at the old glass guy. We got a company in town here that we work with through Hertz that gives us a flat rate on any windshield installed. And I did that with my 57. It was supposed to be about a $400 windshield, and we got it at our rate because it's a windshield. But I don't rake them over the coals too bad, but they get their money. So anyways, that's out. We can move on. I don't have to worry about taking care of it now. I can just toss it. See ya. Yes. Moving on. Cleaned up the lips. Got everything, all the rest of the glue out. We got a little bit of rust here. We're gonna have to weld a little bit of metal in there. Somebody's filled it with Bondo. That's pretty typical for this car. We'll take the Bondo out and replace it with steel. I fixed my lighting. I got some more brightness over there, so you YouTube guys are lit up again. Pretty much the only purpose that light serves is to light up the YouTube Garage Gang guys. Still all there. A lot of new guys out there now. But anyways, added a light. Just because. You can never have too many lights. But anyways, guys, gonna take a little bit of a break. You won't notice it because it'll just be a pause in the videotaping. And we'll get back at it later on. Go have some lunch. About that time. Anyways, there we go. Project Cuda. See ya. Well, just a quick update. Not sure where I left you. We're just sanding, getting rid of the green. I'm gonna try to get it down to bare metal. Throw some epoxy on it. I don't think I'm gonna be spraying again this weekend, so it looks like we're gonna be running the heat all week again. Supposed to be in the 60s by next weekend though. That's okay. I just need to keep going. I'll just keep going around the car, sanding. The more I sand, the more I can prime. That's really it for now. I've just been sanding, nothing too exciting. Worked on that little corner a little bit. That's all welded in. I'm not sure what else to tell you. I did want to take a note to thank you guys for all the comments in my videos. I don't always respond. Sometimes I do. Most of the time, just a big thanks is all that's required. But I just wanted to mention, I didn't know how to... There was a comment on my last video from Ed of the North. Not quite sure how to respond to that comment. Really, Ed, tell me how you really feel. I'm not quite sure. Do you or do you not like a vinyl roof? Something tells me you've got an issue with vinyl roofs. I'm not a fan either. I've seen pictures of these cars with and without. They've looked pretty sharp with the vinyl tops. I'm sure you've seen them. He's going to be going with the billboard stripe in the black that says 340 on the door, I guess. So that'll be black, and then there'll be a brake and then a black vinyl. So I thought it could look pretty tough with the tail and everything. But he wants everything, so he's the one paying the bills. I'm not going to be doing the vinyl top, mind you, because it's beyond my pay grade. I'll have to get someone else to do that after the car's painted. But really, I'm just trying to keep you guys up to date. We're just sanding. I think my compressor has might be time for some repairs. Back corner of it here, that shiny spot. I didn't create that shiny spot. That's where oil's coming out of it, I believe. I think maybe the if there's a piston or not a piston crankshaft or a bearing maybe has walked and it's worn through. It's just aluminum housing. It's still working. It does seem to take quite a while to fill, but it's not a big compressor. But I was thinking about it. I think I got that when I was 16 or 17 years old, which kind of makes it almost as old as this car. So if the car needs a frame-off restoration, maybe it's time I showed the air compressor a little bit of love too. The electric motor seems okay, so I mean I'm thinking about just getting a new compressor piston head for it there. But for the price of that, I might be able to find a whole compressor. Who knows? Anyways, it's done me well. It doesn't owe me anything, but I don't want it to be something to quit on it right when I'm in the middle of spraying somebody's clear coat or something like that. Now's the time to do it, I guess. That's it. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you back if something exciting happens. It hasn't been that exciting today. See ya. So guys, I just wanted to take a moment to, I guess, just to reflect on a member of the garage gang, HPR, or Underground Auto. Went by a couple different channels. We lost him this weekend. A lot of good guys up there. A lot of people now that have subscribed to my channel lately may not know him. He hasn't really been making a lot of videos last while. He was a great, just a down-to-earth guy. Did a lot of the old school repairs that most people out there, just the way they do it. Take a piece of metal, bang it together. You don't have the money to buy the expensive replacement panels, you know. But he was a great guy. If you made a comment, he almost directly, I remember one time I commented he was doing some rockers on a pickup truck like mine. And he, you know, made a point to you know, show more detail on what he was doing so that I could understand how the rocker came apart and how he fixed it. But anyone that passes will be missed. But it, I don't know, it just means something more when it's somebody you knew. But anyways, didn't do much else this afternoon. Kind of got stopped after a while. Ran out of steam, I guess. I know the car looks a little different. I took the door off, fender off. I've been messing with these hinges. I just can't get it to work the way I want to. I've got a patch there that I got to fix that I've just been neglecting. It covers the piece that comes down here and overlaps the door hinge, strengthens this section. I was getting a little flexing in the door, and there's no way I'm going to be able to adjust the door with that like that. So I got to take a little step backwards, and obviously since I've taken the windshield out, I've discovered some more rust. So I will likely repair this whole piece here. That's what got me thinking about HPR. I was making a patch, banging it, bending it, those kind of things. That's the way he would do it, and he would show you how to do it. Anyways, moving on. That's going to be it for this weekend. Obviously, it's Sunday night. I was supposed to get some warmer temperatures by next week, so I'll be able to get this thing in epoxy. A few other things I got to finish off first anyway, so that's fine. I need time to get a few welds finished up. So we shall see ya. Have a good weekend, or have a good week. See you next week.